G'day viewers, I'm Rick Massie from Strike Pro, and today we're going to show you the Laserlite popper. This is a surface popper which weighs 40 grams, which is fantastic for species like GT trevally, mackerel, tuna when they're up on the surface, and also for salmon and tailor as well, particularly when you're targeting those larger salmon and tailor. Now let's show you how it works. First things first, we're going to cast this out. And with poppers, the fantastic thing is there's a number of different retrieval techniques you can use. First technique I'm going to show you is pointing the rod tip down and just giving it a big rip, pausing it for a couple of seconds, and what this is doing now is darting through the water, a bit more like a bait fish rather than popping. So this is a good technique. As it gets closer, it will start to pop. This lure actually sits at 45 degrees in the water, which is how you want your popper to sit. It's weighted towards the tail, so when you rip it, that cup face really pops the water. But with this technique where I'm pulling it down, it will dart more through the water. So it gives it more a darting action, so rather than a straight popping action. So with poppers, you can use a number of different techniques. If we're going to use it and make it a straight popper, I prefer just to hold the rod up at 45 and then just work the rod tip up. And by doing this and giving it a pause of a second or two, it's really going to pop on the surface. So we get that vigorous eruption of water. That attracts the fish, particularly species like GTs and trevally. They'll come up and investigate what all the disturbance on the surface is, and whack, they'll hit it. And it's great action because it's all visual right on the surface. And when you get those big fish come up right behind and you see it through the glasses, particularly if you're wearing those Mako sunglasses, you can really see right through into the water and see the fish come up and hit that lure. I'm Rick Massie from Strike Pro. That was the Laserlite popper, and I'll see you next week with some more hot lure tips.